Wait, no, I'm still muted. There we go. Right, okay, now I'm unmuted. Okay, right. We'll just pretend none of that happened. Everything's going fine. I'll fix this chat box. There we go. Chat box fixed, sort of. Lovely. All right, there we go. None of that happened. Everything's fine now. We're all good, etc., etc. There we go. Okay. All right. I start the stream. This is becoming something of a tradition, actually. Start the stream with a serious error. Get everyone's expectations as low as possible, and then literally anything that you do blows them out of the water. That's, yeah, it was deliberate is what I'm getting at. Anyway, right, welcome to the stream, everyone. We're going to play Sects and Violets. Some of you will know what this is, some of you won't. It's, of the 3 core scripts that come with the game, it is arguably the most complicated for the players. And it introduces a whole new mechanic called madness. A lot of people have a rough time understanding what madness is and how it works. But it's really quite simple. Essentially, if you are mad about something, you are attempting to convince people that that thing is true. So, if you start insisting that Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi, you're mad that Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. I use that example because you're going to be mad about loads of things over the course of a game. But on this particular script, there are 2 characters that interact with madness. And the one that we'll be playing with today is called the Serenovus. It's a minion, and each night they wake up and choose a player and a character, and if tomorrow that player is not mad about being that character, then they might be executed. So the Serenovus can not necessarily force someone, but they basically make it so that if someone doesn't lie about which character they are, they might be executed as a result. It's very important to note that no one's obliged to do anything. You can just completely ignore madness if you like, but if you do, there might be consequences. You'll see how it works as we play. It's not super complicated or anything. As you can see, I've already got our game set up. Rather than going through all the characters, I think it's probably best to just take you through them as we run the first night. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the game. Let's do it. All right, kids, you ready?
Woohoo!
Aye,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Make sure this Town Square channel is not. It's set to US East. Why? Why are you doing that? Automatic.
Because Americans.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's play. Good luck, everyone. Oh, has everyone taken their seats? Yeah. Should double check first. Everybody is taking the seats. All right. Brilliant. Okay. Now we're gonna play. Let's go.
Good night.
All right. Send these characters out. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Let's kick things off. So, first, we're going to go and visit the minions and tell them who their demon is. But before we do any of that, we should probably select what our 3 demon bluffs are going to be. So, I'm thinking we'll probably give them Seamstress, because that's a pretty powerful one. I think we'll give them Juggler, because that will give them the opportunity to sow disinformation nice and early. And then last but not least, we'll go with Flower Girl, because that's a role that detects demons, and so they can frame other people. I think those are 3 pretty decent bluffs as far as they go. Alright. Sorry, I'm just closing down all the software that I've got running on my PC for no reason. Alright, let's do this. So, we will head on over, I think, to Aggie. First off. Who is the good twin? That's a good question. Who should be Blair's good twin? I think we know who the answer to that, right? It's got to be Carly. Because how can we pass up the opportunity to watch these 2 go head to head? Okay, let's go speak to Aggie. Hello, Aggie.
Hi, man.
Got your character?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me just make sure that's... There we go.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
now you've got your character. Alright, beautiful. So, your fellow minions are Blair and Maggot.
Okay.
And your demon is Holly.
Okay.
Alright, best of luck.
Cool, thank you.
Hello, Blair.
Hello.
So, as you've no doubt noticed, you're the evil twin.
Yes. Very exciting.
Yeah. Wait until you see who your good twin is. I think you'll enjoy it. But for now,
Oh boy.
I'm here to tell you that your minions are Aggie and Maggot.
Okay.
and your demon is Holly.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. Good luck. Hello, Maggot.
Oh, Ben.
So, your fellow minions are Blair and Aggie,
Oh, yes.
and your demon is Holly.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good luck. Holly, don't panic. But you're the Fangu in a 13-player Sex and Violets.
Even checked it. I was like, oh, I'll just have a little look, and then I heard your voice. Oh God, right, okay. So reminding myself, here we go. Yes, this is only the second time I've ever been the imp. The demon ever.
Well, let's the second time, and you're already on the world
fun.
stage. Yeah, don't screw up, otherwise everyone will laugh at you. So,
Okay.
your 3 minions are Aggie, Blair, and Maggot. Your bluffs are Seamstress, Juggler, and Flower Girl. You got all that?
Oh, one
Yep.
second, Ben. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Okay, no, I didn't get any of that. My internet cut out just as you were saying it. But Fangu, each night, choose a player, they die. The first outsider that kills becomes an evil Fangu, and you die instead. Okay,
Yeah.
first outsider that kills. Okay. Cool. Oh my god. Right. Do I get bluffs?
Yes, you do. So, did you catch your minions?
No, I didn't.
Okay, right. So your minions are Aggie, Blair,
Yep.
and Maggot.
Yeah. Excellent. Cool.
Your bluffs are Seamstress,
Yeah.
Juggler,
Okay.
and Flower
Okay.
Girl.
Seems just juggler. Flower girl. Oh god. Okay. Cool.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much, Ben.
good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to go visit Madeline. Madeline's the philosopher, whose ability is that once per game at night, they can choose a good character and gain that character's ability. However, if they pick someone who's already in play, that player is drunk for the whole of the time that the philosopher's alive. So it's there's 2 ways to do this. You just pick something you want on night 1, and great. Or you wait and try and find out what's not in play, and then morph into that. Madeline's more the sort of pick something on night 1 person in my experience, so I guess we'll see what she does. Hello, Madeline.
Hello.
Would you like to use it?
Yes.
Thought you might say that. What do you want to become?
I'm feeling a little bold today. I'm thinking the Snake Charmer ability.
You want the Snake Charmer's ability?
Yes.
Okay, Snake Charmer it is.
Okay.
So you have the Snake Charmer's ability, or do you? Oh yeah, you probably do. So who would you like to pick tonight?
Let's see here. I would like to pick Alejo.
Alejo it is. Alright, thank you, Madeline.
No problem.
Okay, so that is a very interesting first night choice. So now, Madeline is the philosopher. She just has the Snake Charmer's ability, and she's causing the real Snake Charmer to be drunk. So we're now going to go to Roxanne. I think she prefers Roxy, actually. There we go. And we're gonna ask her who she wants to pick. It doesn't make any difference what she chooses because she's drunk, but she doesn't know that. Hello, Roxy.
Hi, Ben.
I'm gonna rename you. There we go. So who would you like to pick?
I would like to pick. Let's just start at the top. Jackie.
Okay, Jackie it is. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, that's the Snake Charmer's done. Now we head on over to Blair, and we're going to tell Blair that Carly is the Clockmaker and her good twin, and we're gonna tell Carly that Blair is the evil twin and that Carly is the good twin. This should be interesting. Okay, Blair.
Hello.
Hello. So, I think you're going to like this. Your good twin is Carly.
Great. Okay.
And Carly is the Clockmaker.
The Clockmaker. All right. Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Carly.
Hello.
So, I'm not quite here for your ability just yet, but I am here to inform you that Blair is the evil twin and you are the good twin.
Ben, I'm tired.
Tired?
This is gonna be amazing. Oh no, Blair! I'm
me dead. You put me in. No.
I know, right? That's why I chose
Yeah.
it. All right. Good luck with that.
bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, Maggot. You get to curse someone, and if they nominate tomorrow, they will die. Who do you want to choose?
Oh, so now the trick is you kind of want to go for someone who's very nomination happy. That's the most efficient way of using the witch. Or if you want to hide it, up to you. I am going to go for Carly.
Carly. Polly it is, thank you.
Cool.
Bye-bye. Yeah, can't say I'm surprised at that choice, although I think it's probably, in this instance, quite unlikely that Carly's going to nominate. However, if Carly does nominate and is executed, dies to the witch, it's going to make it pretty obvious that Blair's the evil twin, I think. Which is pretty bad for the evil team, but we'll see how that goes. So, now we're going to go to Aggie. And so, Aggie's going to choose a player and a character, and if that player does not pretend to be that character tomorrow, we might execute them. Hello, Aggie.
Ben?
Who do you want to
You forgot about me.
Serenovus?
I would like to... Wait, I'm looking at the wrong rim. Back on this one. I would like to Serenovus Dakota, please.
Okay, and who would you like Dakota to be mad about being?
About being the seamstress.
The seamstress, okay, thank you.
Alright, cheers.
Bye-bye. Hello,
Oh.
Dakota.
Hi, Ben. Hi,
So,
chat.
we're not here to dream just yet. I am here, however, to inform you that the Serenovus has chosen for you to be mad that you are the seamstress.
Wonderful. I'm going to be picked by every evil player this entire game. I'll probably die on day one. I'm probably witch cursed. Like, there's three minions. I'm gonna be pit hag tomorrow. Like, you know, this is just my life now.
Okay, well, since I'm here, actually, I might as well do your dreaming. So, you can choose a player, and I'll tell you a good character and an evil character, one of which is true.
Well, I haven't played with Blair in a while. I miss playing with Blair. I need to play with that group again sometime soon. So let's pick Blair.
So Blair is either the Clockmaker or the evil twin.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wow, what a choice. What a choice. Okay, so we're now gonna head on over to Carly, and we're gonna tell Carly that so Carly, as the Clockmaker, learns the number of steps from the demon to its nearest minion. So in this instance, those steps would be from Holly to Andrew is 1, and then from Andrew to Blair is 2. So Carly's gonna learn a 2 tonight. We're gonna go do that now. Hello, Carly.
Hello.
Hello. So, you're informed that the number of steps from the demon to its nearest minion is in fact 2.
Okay, so who am I? Okay, Holly and Jackie. Let's see if they'll talk to me after they assume I'm evil.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. So that's actually incredibly good information, because Carly knows that Blair is a minion, and because Blair is the nearest minion to Holly, Carly may well start gunning for Holly very early. This could be evil could get smashed to pieces here. They're gonna have to try. They're gonna have to play very well. Right, we're gonna head over to Patters, who's the mathematician. We tell the mathematician how many players' abilities worked abnormally since dawn due to another character's ability. So that's a bit of a mouthful, but it's really quite simple. If another character has caused their ability to work abnormally, to not function properly, then that's counted. So, for example, a drunk getting wrong information would not count because that's their own ability and it's working as intended. However, a poisoner poisoning someone, that would count because that's someone else making their ability malfunction. The truth is that right now in this circle, there is nobody whose ability is not working properly. So Patters is going to learn a 0. Hi, Patters.
Hello.
You learned that there are 0 players' abilities working abnormally.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Alright, I think that's probably everything that we need to do now. Or at least for the night phase. Andrew's artist ability works during the day. So does Jackie's savant. When Jackie comes and visits us, Shouldn't Patters learn a 1? Who is that from? For the Snake Charmer. Ah! That is a good point. However, the Snake Charmer didn't choose the demon. So yeah, I probably should have specified that. It has to actually not work in some way. Roxy didn't choose the demon, therefore the mathematician doesn't see a 1, they still see a 0. It has to actually, like, do something wrong, essentially. Right, so we should come up with Jackie's Savant ability. The Savant's an interesting one. Each day, visit the Storyteller to learn 2 things in private, 1 true and 1 false. I'm gonna come up with a couple of things now, I think. I think the false piece of information should probably be... So I think we'll go with last night, no once per game abilities were used. So that's a lie because Madeline used her Philosopher once per game ability. So that will be the lie. And I think the truth right now will say none of your neighbours are drunk or poisoned right now. That's the truth. And we'll see what Jackie does with that. I'll try and remember that because I probably won't because I have a memory like a sieve. But we'll see. Alright, let's wake everybody up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 13-player Sects and Violets. Please don't panic. Good luck. Have fun. The game has begun.
I'm totally panicking.
Hi there.
No one's gonna believe me, but Blair's the evil one.
No!
Blair's evil.
No! Carly, you're evil!
Oh
No, in the meantime, I'm the Sage Demon, can that be?
Wait, hold up. I can confirm that Blair and Carly are evil twins, because I am the seamstress that picked Blair and Carly and got a no. So it's not Vortox.
That's super unfortunate.
Congrats.
It's true.
Dakota, can we have a chat?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hold on. Before everyone goes.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I learned a couple things last night.
Do you actually want to, if you were, okay, never mind. Go ahead. You're lying, so it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Okay, Carly. Well, so, one thing is less interesting than the other. The more interesting thing is now what everyone already knows, that there's an evil twin, and that evil twin is Carly. But other thing is that I am a clockmaker, and there are 3 steps between demon and the nearest minion. So,
Carly,
just wanted to put that out there because it's first night info. It's, I don't know.
Clockmaker is true. I was gonna withhold it just to see what befell of it. I was all excited to be Clockmaker because I needed a low-key day, and then this is not low-key. But it's 2 steps away. So, Holly, I'd love to talk to you as you're 2 steps away from Blair, and we always talk.
Yeah, I'd love to have a chat with you too. I'd also like to have a chat with Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can join you if you want, or I can wait. Either one.
Yeah.
I mean, we could all 3 go talk.
My place.
Woo.
Alright.
Is that the evil team?
Quite possibly.
100%.
I think it might just be the evil team. Alright.
I like it either way.
Oh, I'll mark it down just in case.
Is there anyone who wants to be like 100% confirmed this game?
I mean, I
Always.
Is that a virgin claim?
Yeah.
Roxy, want to chat?
Okay.
Andrew, let's
I'll
chat.
take it.
Aleo,
Is it
want to
that?
go and chat?
Of course, Aggie.
Oh gosh, this. Excusez-moi.
One offering absolute confirmation.
That's right. Because I am the real juggler. Obviously, I expect people to claim a bunch of juggler stuff, but I want to do a real juggle and just confirm like 3 good players, or maybe 2. I'm not sure yet.
I am the mathematician. I received a 0.
Awesome. Okay, and you're not lying, right?
Not lying,
Because
absolutely true.
people always lie to me with juggler info and ruin my juggle, even when they're good, and I get so mad. All right,
I'm
mathematician.
trusting you. I'm gonna trust that you are the juggler, and even if you're not, I don't think you're gonna kill a mathematician. So,
Fair enough.
I think I'm happy.
All right,
either
thank
way.
you.
All right, cheers, mate.
Oh, hi, Ben. Okay, nominate Tomorrow They Die
and they literally will die on the spot.
Right.
But the game will continue, the nomination continues, and everything. They just die instantly as soon as they nominate.
Great.
Which is
okay.
fun, and I've picked a good twin. Yay.
Oh, good job. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh dear. Yeah, should we head back?
Yeah.
You've got to die, Crimson. I'm sorry. that's content.
I just realised it's a Fangu game. I didn't realise we had no outsiders to start off with.
Is that the only thing that can add?
I believe so. Let me double check. I think it is in S&V.
Yeah, there's no balloonist. Yeah.
So at that point, either I'm lying or.
Yeah. So you have to die.
I mean, most likely, yeah. I mean, otherwise, if I get near the end, it's gonna look like I'm the Fangu. That's
and
not.
There's the because
At
there's
least, the positive thing is we know that info is not poisoned.
Poisoned. Yep. That's
And
true.
it's not false.
Cool. So basically, the nomination today is we're killing you because there's a Fangu. The end.
Obviously, I trust you because you know we've got a good connection, but I think I'm gonna have to pick Dakota. Maybe Dakota seems the seamstress info seems good, so.
Oh, but Dakota's also one for just pulling stuff out of the air.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. I think killing me stops a Fangu jump anyway, so it's easier to track info then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for you to pick me. I know I'm good. So.
I mean, you wouldn't be robbing Gen Con of content, would you, Roxy? You are good, definitely.
Considering the discussion in town was, is Carly, Dakota, and Holly the evil team?
So thank you for letting me be here.
You are so welcome.
Well, I am not a demon. That I will say. I'm not a minion either. I'm just going to claim my role because I don't get this role very often and I will need help with it regardless. I'm a savant.
Oh, spicy. Have you got info yet?
No, not yet.
Probably want to go do that. I'm happy to. Yeah, I'm happy to claim as well. I am the. In fact, no. I've written a poem. Allow me to live, and I shall let you all see the souls of the dead.
Wow.
All right.
What? Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
This is your first week on this stream, Blair. I should inform you that a lay host thing is that they try to give as much information as possible in the form of haikus.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Yes. I don't. I just blurt things out.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. Didn't have to give you a hard claim, but I'll take on.
Yeah,
Thank you very
but sorry, my headphones are being garbage today.
No worries. Okay. Oracle. Perfect.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Did Madeline just claim Oracle? That's interesting. I wonder why.
Anybody want to hear my poem today?
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Always.
Ben, could I steal you?
Yes, lead the way.
Aggie, can we chat?
Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
So, I imagine you would like your 2 pieces of information.
Yes, please.
Okay, now let me try and remember what they were. Yes. Last night, no once per game abilities were used. And your second piece of information is neither of your neighbours is drunk or poisoned.
Alright. Last night, no once per game ability was used, or neither of my neighbors are poisoned. Drunk or
Correct.
poisoned. Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, open ears, everyone, because
Ben,
people are getting dragged.
Ben could.
You would like a
Can I
consult?
talk to-
Go for it, lead the way.
Yeah.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey Ben. So I'm not actually using my artist question now.
Oh, you're just pretending
I
to.
did- Pretending, and also, I thought you might be interested, you and chat. Chat's with you, right?
Yes.
You might be interested to know. So I've been bluffing juggler to a few people.
Right.
And the very first people I've talked to have been Patters and Madeline. And they both immediately wrongly claimed a mathematician to me.
Okay.
So I'm in an interesting world right now. You know what? Maybe I should just use my artist ability. Screw it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I guess my artist question will be, is Patters evil?
Is Patters evil? No, Patters is not evil.
I'm going to take that to mean that Madeline is evil then.
All right. Well, see you back in town square.
See ya.
Oh, that was a good one. I was really hoping he would be like, is one of Patters or Madeline the some whatever it was that they said they were.
Oh. Correct.
Welcome back to the town square, everybody. Welcome back. Take a minute or two to chat, or juggle if you wish, and then I'll open nominations. 13 living players, so 7 votes will be required today.
Do you want juggles verbally?
Yes, please.
Jackie, can we please talk tomorrow?
Alea would like to juggle Madeline through Aggie inclusive, so Madeline, Holly, Andrew, Blair, and Aggie as the Fangu.
Thank you.
Aggie will juggle Dakota as Serenovus and Patis as a mathematician.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to juggle myself and Jackie as the Fangu.
Thank you.
I would like to juggle myself as the juggler and Blair as the clockmaker.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to juggle Carly as the clockmaker, Patters as the mathematician, and Aggie as the sage.
Thank you.
Patters, I have yes. And from my perspective, if you think I'm evil, then you can discard this. But from my information, it literally cannot be a Vortox.
Okay.
As a seamstress with a no on Blair and Carly, it cannot be a Vortox.
Agreed.
I mean, unless they're evil and just bluffing.
Sure.
That's a very good bluff.
I think we should still throw someone to the Vortex just in case.
That's totally fine.
I think we should definitely throw someone to the Vortex at least today. I think Dakota doesn't know.
It's not a Vortox if Crimson's telling the truth.
Yeah,
Holly, I know why you just said what you just said, but you need to trust me. You need to trust me, please.
Wait, how do you know? Because it's not the way you're saying.
Because I am the seamstress, I got a no on Blair and Carly, Holly. It's fine.
Okay, we can't
Holly,
trust
it's fine.
Dakota. We can't trust Dakota.
Holly, I can give you some more information.
Yes,
I've heard of a hard claim of an outsider, and the only thing that adds that is a Fangu.
Yep.
Okay.
Crimson, I won't be
Alright,
nominating you because there's a witch on this script.
That's fine.
I'd like to make a nomination.
Okay, well, nominations are open.
I'll nominate Madeline.
Okay. Andrew nominates
yeah.
Madeline. Tell us why.
Basically, I think Madeline is either like the mutant or something, or just evil. And either way, I think they're a good kill.
Okay, Madeline.
I have a reason for what I did.
I don't like it.
All right, 7 votes required if you wish to put Madeline on the block. Here we go.
There's no way we're killing a twin here, right?
Or not enough.
No, Kota, there isn't.
Madeline nominates Crimson.
Let's do it.
Madeline nominates Crimson. Tell us why.
This is out of mercy.
Why are you dead? There we go. Crimson, your response?
Yep, I think this is a good idea. So I'm happy for this. It means obviously I know there's a Fangu. it means that it can't jump unless we have a pit hag that changes someone into an outsider. So yeah, I'm happy to go with this, and hopefully I pick right. Otherwise, we have a very early re-rack.
Okay, 7 required.
I think as long as you don't pick
let's
between
take
the
care
following
of the flower
players.
bill. Let's take care of the flower bill.
Can I argue that we get some more nominations just to see if there's a witch in play?
What?
I would rather get this kill through and then maybe tomorrow if
9
people
is
want a
enough.
witch check.
Crimson
There's
on the board with
probably a
9.
witch.
With a witch check, we still get the kill through. Like, witch doesn't end the day.
Jackie nominates Dakota.
Jackie, tell us why you've chosen Dakota.
Which check? Other
Thank you,
things.
Jackie.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Jackie.
Dakota.
I'm just trying to figure out what minions we have in play, and witch checking is a valid way to do that. I will nominate next to add to the witch check.
Okay. We've got 9 on Crimson, so you need 10 if you want Dakota on the block.
I mean, at this point, we've got a lot of nominations on the board, I think, so it's likely that one of the other 2 minions has nominated, so it's possible that the witch has accidentally cursed the good twin.
Okay.
Then I'll nominate.
It would
Two
also
votes
give
is
our
not
town crier a Vortox check and see if they
Wait.
can agree with Kota.
Wait, Carly, before you do that, hold on. Let me. Yeah, okay, you can do that. It's not executed. Sorry.
Carly, who hasn't been nominated?
I haven't. You
Or
haven't.
actually, I'll just do it for do it. I know you guys aren't going to vote for it anyway. Carly nominates Blair.
Carly nominates Blair. And dies. Tell us why you've nominated Blair.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We kill Blair? Is everyone clear to kill Blair? No, you don't need to kill Blair at this point. But yeah, for obvious reasons, I'm the good twin, and apparently I'm also a high target. Thanks, Witch. Just giggling in the corner, Blair.
I mean.
Blair, your response?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is fine.
Okay. 10 votes required, 9 to tie.
Why don't we not just kill Blair here?
I think we should just kill here. It prevents pit hag shenanigans.
No, because Crimson could still be jumped to. This is the best time.
Yeah.
To
We can still kill Crimson later.
I can confirm another player.
So my information is 2 guys, so I'm initially looking at Holly and Jackie.
Blair
and just
nominates
leave it-
Holly.
Same here.
Alejo, tell us why you've chosen Holly.
It's our best shot at the demon. There's almost certainly a pit hag there's probably a pit hag in play. They can create their own outsider, even if we execute Crimson. So we should possibly take like a 25% shot at the demon here, in my opinion.
I was also very sketched out by Holly when talking to Holly. I have not gotten a chance to talk to Jackie yet.
Okay,
Yeah, I can
Holly.
confirm that Carly was sketched out.
Holly, your response.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to be long for this world anyway, because I did scare Carly. I made a mistake, but it was a genuine mistake. I was going to use, I'm a once per game roll. I was going to do it tonight, but I guess if we want to kill me instead of Crimson or Blair, then that's fine.
Can
Okay.
I add pertinent, please?
Go for it.
Kind of. If you're doing like choosing between Holly and Jackie, Jackie is not the demon.
Cool.
Okay,
That up?
10 votes required, 9 to tie.
Are we lifting this off me? I will vote if need to be.
Yes.
Oh no, there's 3 minions for it to ping off on there, so...
How do
less
we know
than
Jackie's not the
25%.
demon?
We don't. Just
Yeah, Aleo, you had a long conversation with Jackie and Blair. How did that go for you?
That's a dead vote from Carly.
Oh, Carly.
I
8
didn't
is
even
not
process
enough.
that. I didn't even process that at all. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, guys.
Crimson's still
Respect
on the
the dead
block.
vote.
Sorry, did you say 8 is not enough?
8 is not enough, Crimson got 9.
Oh,
What?
No, my
waste of my
apologies,
vote.
Crimson got 7, so 8 is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say. Right?
Any other nominations today?
What if Carly is the evil twin that got witched?
Then that's a weird play.
It's Crimson.
Final call then.
I think Crimson did get 9. I think Crimson did get
Sorry,
9.
who was that?
Nugget nominates Jackie.
Alright, tell us why.
Giving ourselves the other option of the obviously proven Clockmaker 2 at this point. Just give it to the other option.
Okay, Jackie?
Boo, I don't like this option.
Can I add pertinent?
Please do.
I'm the snake charmer. I picked Jackie last night.
Can I add pertinent?
Go for it.
Wait, can I...
Crimson got 9, not 8, or not 7, so therefore Holly's not on the block, and we accidentally
Yeah, he
raised the
did.
colors.
Yeah, I knew
that's
I
all.
was right. I knew he got 9. Yeah. Someone was like, no, he didn't. But yeah, Crimson did get 9, so Crimson's still on the block.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's
I'm
alright.
just tired.
Okay.
Or we can get more on Jackie
You
if we
stole the
want.
minion.
All right.
Wait, who
so,
said they?
Jackie's defense, please.
I said boo. I don't like this. That was my defense.
Okay. Right. So 10 required to execute Jackie.
So who said they snake charmed Jackie?
Roxy.
There are 3 people the Clockmaker could be pinging off, so but it's a lead is a lead.
This is true.
Okay.
I would still rather get
4-9
Crimson
off.
out the way so the Fangu can't jump to Crimson.
I'm of the
It was
opinion
also.
that you're not going to muster more than 9, so I will call it in 10 seconds.
I was just gonna say it was also immensely social. That's why I went with it. So.
What is this Roxy Blair Jackie?
Okay,
I wanna
Crimson
know.
is executed and dies. Crimson, you have claimed to be the Klutz. Who would you like to select?
Crimson claims Klutz and picks Roxy.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you, Crimson. And the day's over, everybody goes to sleep.
All right.
Right. The evil team are getting slapped here. This is not good for them at all. Let's see what happens, because we're going straight to Madeline first. And Madeline could actually... Yeah, could actually pick Holly and possibly save the game. Let's find out. Hello,
Hello.
Madeline.
I'm planning out a strategy of I would like the Demon Hood, but I know it's going to be very much impossible. So I'm going to go over and Snake Charm Maggot.
You would like to choose Maggot. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hello, Roxy.
Hello.
Who would you like to pick tonight?
I would like to pick Aggie.
Alright, you choose Aggie. Thank you. Oh, I think this game might be over tomorrow. I think evil done goofed. Let's see who Maggot picks. Hello, Maggot.
Yeah, this isn't going to last long, is it?
Well, you never know. Crazy things have happened. Who do you want to curse?
Oh dear. I just need to get into people's heads who's going to nominate Holly.
Who do you want to curse?
Oh, I need to make a pick. I'm going to go for Roxy.
Okay, Roxy it is. Thank you. That was an unusual choice because from Maggot's perspective, Roxy must be the only person in the circle that can rescue the evil team because she's publicly claimed to be the Snake Charmer. Yeah, just very unfortunate for evil team here. But let's see what happens though. Like I said, crazy things have happened. See who Aggie picks. Hello, Aggie. Who do you want to choose for madness tonight?
I don't think we're winning this. Alejo as a juggler. Maybe they'll break madness and save my demon.
You want Alejo to be mad that they are the juggler.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Pretty sensible choice. Can't really argue with the logic behind it. Let's go tell Alejo. Hello there, Alejo.
Hello.
You have been chosen tonight to be mad by the Serenovus that you are the juggler. Okie dokie, good luck. Hi, Holly.
Hello.
It's looking a bit rough.
Oh, it's been so rough. Honestly, my god, I've got no chance. I was trying to work out what to do. I was going to maybe kill myself tonight, but now that we now know that Blair's the evil twin, there's not much I can do. And I was going to leave it till twins, but I don't know what to do. I guess I have to pick someone to kill. I don't think it can be myself. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Patters.
Okay, Patters it is. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
No worries. Okay. So Patters is dead. We don't need to go visit Patters. So up next, we're going to go see Dakota and get some more info. Now, if Dakota picks Holly, I'm pretty sure Holly's bluffing as seamstress, so that's what we'll show. Hi, Dakota.
Hello.
Who would you like to dream about tonight?
Am I not Sarah Mad?
You are not Sarah Mad.
Do I go Jackie to get the confirmation, or do I go Alejo? I'm gonna go Jackie.
Okay, you choose Jackie and learn that Jackie is either the Savant or the Sarah Novus.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Dakota knows there's a Sarah Novus in play, so that's potential. Yeah, potential that they're gonna think that might be true. Right, last up we're visiting Alejo. Then we don't visit Patters because he is a bit dead. Alejo's going to learn that there are 0 dead evil players. Just double checking that. Have a quick glance around the grim. Yep. Okay. Hello, Alejo.
Hello.
You learn that there are 0 dead evil players.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, catch you later. Okay, I think that is us all done. Let's wake these guys up. It's entirely possible that this game's going to end on day 2, but that's alright. We'll just play another one. That's the great thing about Clocktower. You can just keep racking games up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm afraid Patters did not survive the night.
Must be me.
You know, Patty.
I jumped, guys. I jumped to Dakota. Dakota's the Fangu. Go.
Yep, that's me. Jackie, can we
Patters,
talk?
can I talk to you?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
My place.
I'm actually the artist, not the juggler.
Cool.
And so when Madeline and you both said mathematician and you were like earnestly claiming it and promised you weren't lying, I asked if you were evil and got no. So at this point, I trust you wholeheartedly. Unfortunately, you died, which makes that a little bit less useful. But you know.
Yeah. Well. There you go.
Wait. So what did Madeline claim to you?
Oracle.
Oracle.
From your perspective, this is very unlikely. In fact, I would say, from my perspective and your perspective, this isn't a Vortox game unless the Vortox killed me. And then I would have to be an evil player they killed.
What number did you get on the first night?
0.
Okay.
Would make sense with Fangu.
It seems like Fangu. But then Madeline isn't like the mutant or anything, so Madeline is evil, right? Unless Madeline has another good reason for lying to me, but they promised
Maybe
they weren't.
Madeline has
so.
a good reason for lying. I don't know.
That is possible, but the other thing that's confusing me now is that Madeline is next to Holly, so that doesn't make sense with this whole theory that everyone has that Holly is the demon. If we're believing Carly's too.
I find it very unlikely that Crimson has any minion. Right. If you consider the minions we have, like they're all incredibly powerful to keep alive. So I don't think Crimson's going to self-sacrifice. Therefore,
I agree with that.
I believe Roxy must be good. Therefore,
Yes,
I believe Jackie must not be the demon.
Yeah. So it then seems like it could be Holly, but I really just need to figure out if Madeline has some good reason for lying to me. So I'll go talk to Madeline.
I'm trying to think what else it would be, but I don't really see many other worlds.
Well, it could just be that the twin isn't the closest minion to the demon, is what I'm thinking at this point. And then that would mean that it could be like Maggot, maybe? If Madeline and Maggot are the demon
Maggot, Madeline,
pair?
Blair, somebody else. Yeah, I could believe that.
Something like that. Anyway, I want to go talk to Madeline just because maybe is some good reason for all this, and we don't need to be sus. But yeah, so I'll go talk to Madeline.
Would really help if the witch just came out, and hard
It
claimed.
would, wouldn't it? It'd be awesome. It'd be so good if the witch just came out and hard claimed. I'm now building worlds of twos, and it's not going to be people who are killed in the night because it's not a vigor mortis. It's got to be a fangu. So that makes sense to me. Let's get my death out the way, I think, and move on with the game.
We may not have a pit hag, possibly. It
Yeah.
may be evil twin witch Serenovus.
Yeah. So we definitely have. Do we have 3? One sec. 3 minions. So we definitely have a witch, we definitely have an evil twin, so it could be Serenovus or Pit Hag, but we've not heard anything of Serenovus yet, have we?
No, but there could just be madlocking the same player.
Yeah, it has only been one day. I always just come out and say I'm mad and bait the storyteller, go for it, go on, kill me.
I have had 2 once when I was the mutant and 2 outsiders came out. I was like, I know you 2 are both lying.
Hi. Ooh, hello, Jackie.
I would like another day's worth of information, please.
Okay. So, your 2 pieces of information, one of which is true, and one of which is false, are as follows. Think about this. Neither of your neighbors is evil, or last night, assuming they're sober and this is not a Vortox game, an Oracle would have got a 1. Sorry, an Oracle would have got a 0.
Okay, so neither of my neighbors is evil. Or last night, assuming not a Vortox and sober and healthy, an Oracle would have gotten a 0.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So I gave that information because Alejo is probably not going to claim to be Oracle. So Jackie's got no way of confirming that. And it actually ties Aggie, although she probably doesn't know it, into wanting to continue to make Alejo mad. But honestly, I'm not sure if anything we're doing right now is going to have a huge amount of effect, because I feel like Evil are going to get tanked any minute now.
I mean, there is a valid point that it's not from Blair, the 2, and it could be from another minion.
And I don't denounce that at all. It was partially a social read. And it was my best instinct based on the read that I had. It wasn't a definitive in any capacity.
Yeah, I think to be fair, Holly seems happy enough to die today to clear up that worldview. So if the game doesn't end, we can then start looking elsewhere, I think. But I think this is our best list for today.
I will say it's almost certainly one of them.
Welcome back, everyone. Take a minute, then we'll open nominations.
We'll finish that tomorrow, Roxy.
Plan.
My information points. I know there's not a pit hag in play. Yeah, we have a witch, we have a Serenova, we have an evil twin.
Can I
We
ask
have
a question?
Yes, Patters.
How do you know there's not a pit hag in play?
Because I'm a dreamer that dreamt Blair as a Clockmaker evil twin on day 1.
Okay,
So
so
immediately-
you're saying you were mad yesterday.
I was mad yesterday. Therefore, there's a Serenovus, and I know there's not a pit hag.
Ooh, I forgot that people could be made mad.
Yep.
If we believe Crimson, which I think we kind of have to at this point, then I'm almost certain that the demon. In fact, no, the demon mechanically has to be between Holly and Jackie. Like it mechanically has to be.
Hey, does it
Unless
have to be?
No.
Unless Holly's a minion.
No,
No,
'cause
no,
it can't be. It can't be Andrew and Aggie because that's less than
If it's
2 away
Madeline,
from Blair, and Blair is a minion. And my information suggests that. My information suggests it's between those 5.
Oh right, I forgot about your
Sorry,
information, Alejo.
Okay, nominations are open.
Wait, sorry, Alejo, what's your info?
Holly nominates Holly. Tell us why, Holly. I think we're having some lag issues here amongst people. So just be aware that people aren't deliberately talking over each other. Holly, tell us why you've chosen yourself.
I think I've drawn a lot of sus. There's this info, this clockmaker info, which I think we have to believe. I just think the chance of Blair being a good twin is so minimal. I used my ability last night anyway, so we can get rid of me. I used my seamstress ability, as I spoke to Dakota and Carly about, to do exactly what Dakota was saying she was going to do, or she'd done, but I actually did it. And I know it's not a Vortox. I only did that just to check Crimson, just in case. And yeah, there's a lot of sus on me. I think when I die and the game continues, if Jackie is verified, I'm not quite sure how verified Jackie is, but if she is, we need to be looking at other minions and other possibilities of pairs. We know it has to be a Fangu, so it can't be, it won't dying in the night. But I think I'm a good kill for today, because otherwise we're just going to keep drawing sus. So let's kill me, I'm useless, and there's a good possibility I'm the demon, so let's get rid of me.
Bear with me a moment, my microphone is making noises.
Oh no.
I don't think it's your microphone.
Oh, why? Could you hear it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, someone in chat. Alright. Okay, so 5 votes required if you wish to put Holly on the block. Here we go.
Can I throw out a fringe world?
Yeah.
What if Alejo is a minion, right? And it's not the juggler. Then there is a world where it's Alejo, Blair, and Andrew, and Madeline is the demon with the Clockmaker too. Does that work for other people's information?
So what I will say is, if I am a minion or a demon, then I'm the minion or the demon who suggested that Carly nominate yesterday. Yes.
You could just be the Sarah Novas that didn't know you had a witch, because you did spend a lot of your day talking to Blair and Jackie.
I could. It's
So
possible.
in that world, if Alejo's a minion, it can only really be you as demon, right, Dakota?
No, it could be Madeline with Andrew as a minion.
What did Andrew do to make you suspicious of him?
Nothing. I'm legitimately just trying to find worlds where it's not Holly or Jackie, because I don't think it's Holly, and I have reason to trust Jackie. So I'm just trying to find worlds at this point.
Either way, I'm probably a good kill for tonight.
I should. You know what? I'm gonna cut the crap. I'm actually the Philosopher Snake Charmer.
Oh.
Oh, Madeline's for sure evil.
No,
second call for nominations.
So we go for Jackie, no?
No, I think we go for Madeline.
No,
There's no reason
we
to
go for
not
Holly,
go for Holly.
and then we go for Jackie. I was
Okay,
just
cool.
hiding that just for an out.
Final call.
We have got plenty of nights. We can go with this tonight and then do other things tomorrow.
Well, I think I'll nominate Madeline.
Okay, Aggie, tell us why I've nominated Madeline.
We had a nice Snake Charmer confirmation of Jackie not being the demon yesterday, but now if there's a Philosopher Snake Charmer, that just throws that in the bin, so we need to get rid of some of these people.
Okay, Madeline.
Holly's a legitimate demon candidate. I am a greedy little fool, but I can stop my greediness at any time, and I gave up my selfishness. So I deserve to live.
Okay, we've got 6 on Holly, so 7 required for Madeline.
Madeline, at which point did you pick Snake Charmer? Was it night 1?
Of course.
Oh, God.
You know, I
Your
am
energy so much.
selfish, evil, and just a queen.
1 is not enough. I honestly can't remember the last time, obviously prior to this game, not confirming anything, but for some reason, all philosophers seem to choose Snake Charmer or Alchemist if given the opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty of that.
It's done.
Ben,
Maggot nominates Jackie.
Maggot, tell us why you've chosen Jackie.
Same reason as yesterday, and now we've found out that this supposed Snake Charmer confirmation on Jackie is now drunk information, so that does not be Jackie in any world. This could totally be Jackie instead of Holly.
Okay, Jackie?
Tomorrow, why don't we talk, and then I'll explain why it's not me.
Alright, same again, 7 required, 6 to tie.
Madeline.
I'm now so suspicious.
Yeah.
When your vote history is showing.
Huh?
I am very happy that you did that, because I solved the game on Sunday doing that. So thank you, my Chaos Twin, for keeping on with the 5 Snake Charmer.
Well,
Five
there's
is
our
not
evil
enough.
team.
I'm of the opinion that you're not going to beat 6, so I will call it in 5 seconds.
Yeah, guys, this is fine.
Holly is executed and dies, and congratulations go to the good team on the execution of the Fangu. The probably doomed Fangu.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Holly.
I was so doomed. I tried so hard to get this off me. There was nothing I could do.
So sorry.
Yeah, it was very rough.
Holly. I adore you, Holly.
We finished a lot earlier than I needed to, so I'm going to very quickly do a roll call, and then we're going to quickly rack one up again, if that's alright with everyone. So I'm just going to go around very quickly and do this roll call. So Madeline was indeed the philosopher who chose Snake Charmer, thus making our real Snake Charmer, Roxy, drunk. Neither of them picked the demon. Roxy was also cursed today by Maggot the Witch, who unfortunately, through no knowledge of his own, chose to curse Carly the good twin to Blair's evil twin, thus kind of scuppering Blair very quickly. Carly the clockmaker who got a 2. We had Patters the mathematician who got a 0, which was correct, and then died last night. Alejo the oracle who was made mad about being the juggler today got a 0 last night. Crimson the Klutz died and selected Roxy. Dakota, the Dreamer, who was mad yesterday, had 2 nights of Dreamer info, chose Blair and got Evil Twin or Clockmaker, then chose Jackie and got Savant or Serenovus. We've got Aggie, the Serenovus, responsible for the maddening. Blair, of course, the extremely unfortunate Evil Twin. Andrew, the artist, who came to me yesterday and said, "Is Madeline the mathematician?" To which I said no. To which he said, "Well, she must be evil then." And finally, Holly the Fango, whose bluffs were Seamstress, Juggler, and Flower Girl. Now, we have finished a bit early. I don't think we've got time for a 13-player.
I'll set this one up.
We've got a couple of people who fancy dropping.
Yeah, I'll drop.
I can drop.
Thank you all for the game.
Okay, thank you.
If you could at some point give me the permissions for the next game so I can run it, Tate.
Yeah, okay. So we've lost an Augie.
Bye.
Augie.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, so then we're down to 11. Did someone else say they want to drop?
If you need someone to, I'm happy to.
I think we're probably all right with 11.
Yeah.
Stay, Blair. We can be buds this time.
Okay, that would be nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go set up a game.
Trust Carly, no.
Okay. Wow. Right. Let's re-rack, guys. Laws of averages suggest that this one's going to be an epic. Move all characters. I am going to do something that you shouldn't do, and I'm just going to hit the random button. See what happens. No Dashy Pit Hag Witch, Mutant. That's a pretty good setup right there. I'm happy with that. So we'll assign those randomly. Aha! Okay, so the No Dashi makes their 2 nearest neighbouring townsfolk poisoned. So that means Maggot will be poisoned. Of course, Patters is not a townsfolk, so the other poisoning goes over to Alejo. That's interesting. Roxy the Mutant. Okay, cool. Yeah, this could look very much like a Vortox game. We could deliberately try and make that the case. Okay. All right, guys. You all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck. Okay, 3 bluffs. We're gonna go with. Let's go with Snake Charmer. We'll go with Town Crier, and we'll also give them a Dreamer. That's some pretty good info rolls right there that they can sink their teeth into. Let's go wake everybody up. Right, Patters first, I think. Okay, Patters, it's a nice chill minion roll for you this time.
Perfect.
All the fun, none of the responsibility. So your fellow minion is Dakota.
Okay.
And your demon is Carly.
Okay. Awesome.
Alright, good luck. Hello, Dakota. Can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. Okay, so you're the Pit Hag, your minion is Patters.
Okay.
And your demon is Carly.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go.
Alright, good luck. Okay, Collie, you ready to show these losers how it's done?
You're not taking it easy on me today at all.
It's literally random.
I know, but I feel personally victimized.
Actually,
All right, tell me what I got.
You weren't randomly selected yesterday. I'll be honest. That was what chat wanted. But anyway, yeah, your minions are Patters and Dakota.
Okay, great.
Your bluffs are Snake Charmer, Town Crier, and Dreamer.
Okay. Hey. All right.
All right. Good luck. Hi, Jackie.
Hello.
Would you like to use it tonight?
Yes. And I'm
Okay.
going to do the opposite of Madeline. I would like to philo into the sage.
You would like to feel out into the sage. Okay.
Yes.
Your wish is my command.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Right, now that is an interesting choice. Because if Crimson dies in the night, we're going to lie to them. And that might make it look like it's a Vortox game, which should be pretty cool. Okay, so now we're on over to Patters. Alright, Patters, who do you want to curse?
Madeline, please.
Madeline it is.
Thank
Thank you. Alright, Holly. It's a nice, easy one for you now after that particularly difficult one.
Oh, mine's not reloaded, so I'm going to just reload. Oh. I think I
So,
got mine.
you're the clockmaker. You perhaps you'd fallen out of your seat. I'll quickly send all these again, because if you haven't got one, then maybe others haven't. Oh, crap.
Oh yeah, I've got it. It's come through.
Okay, right, we're good. Right, so yes, the number of pairs... sorry, not number of pairs. The steps between the demon and its nearest minion is 1 step. Just a cool one.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, that's much nicer. Awesome. Thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. Hello, Maggot.
Perfect timing.
So, yeah, do you want to use it tonight?
Oh, the temptation is real. It really is.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough one, right? Do you save it or do you use it so that you don't get killed before you get a chance to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite fortunate. I'm in a group where I don't die quite heavily in this game, so I can afford to skip a night.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass.
All right, thank you. Okay. Right. So, a few things that we need to remember for tomorrow. We need to remember that we need to remember whether or not a demon votes. I'm notoriously bad at remembering this. So if at least one of you wonderful, how many have you ever got right now? 127 people in chat would be interested in just keeping an eagle eye on that for me. I would very much appreciate it. Right, I think that little chat has killed enough time. Let's wake these guys up. Good morning, everybody. We have 11 player Sects and Violets. That means there should be 7 townsfolk, 1 outsider, 2 minions, and 1 demon. Good luck. Have fun.
Ben, can I ask you a question?
You can. Lead the way.
Anyone?
Hello.
Hi there. I'm just going to use it right away.
Okay.
Is the demon someone from Jackie through to Patters, going Jackie, Dakota, Crimson, Oleo, and Patters?
Okay. So, Jackie, Dakota... Is the demon Jackie, Dakota, Crimson, Alejo, or Patters?
Yes.
No.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You solved the game with bad information.
I mean, yeah, I just used...
yeah.
I just went with what I thought Town would go with, and just gave the info that would point in that direction.
Nice.
How about you? What do you?
I am the seamstress. The thing I was certain of this last game.
Amazing.
I haven't used it. I think I'm gonna try to hold it as long as I can. So I'm probably gonna bluff, like maybe artist, maybe dreamer, maybe clockmaker. But I am the seamstress. I'll tell you and only you. Please don't kill me.
I will not kill you.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck. Ben, can you stick
Ben,
around?
can you stick? Yeah.
All right. Well.
You go first, Kota.
Okay.
This is my home. Oh wait, how fucking dare you? This is my house. All
Okay.
right.
You
My bad.
bluffing savant, yeah?
Savant or artist? I haven't decided yet.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'd probably best say a few more sentences, because if you were the savant, might have to think something up, and then I'd have to say 2 whole statements, and then you'd probably ask for clarifications. But fortunately, me explaining all of that process has probably killed enough time.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Who I am, because I have already... Huh?
I said I'm going to assume that you didn't pull the same character.
No, I did not pull the same character, thank goodness. I've already used my power, so I don't have any issue telling you. I am the artist.
Okay.
And I asked if the demon was Jackie, Dakota, Crimson, Alejo, or Patters.
Okay.
And I got a no!
Alright, that is...
Yeah, so it's
useful
on the
info.
other half.
I suppose we'll just have to wait and see if it's a Vortox game then.
Yes. Yeah, so if we can narrow that down, that would be great. Otherwise, yeah.
Absolutely. Alright,
Charmer, Town Crier, and Dreamer. I was leaning towards Town Crier myself, or I could play a Snake Charmer fun thing. But if you want to do that, that sounds more interesting to me.
Snake Charmer, Town Crier, Dreamer.
Yeah.
I am happy to take Snake Charmer.
Please take Snake Charmer. Run with it. What are you claiming? So you're doing Snake Charmer, or are you going to do a double thing with it?
Yeah, I'll just say I was lying later on in the game. Or something,
Okay.
I don't know. I claim seamstress to somebody.
Cool. We'll see how that goes.
Jackie's the philosopher, so feel free to kill Jackie.
Sweet. Awesome. Let's do it.
Alright, perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
alright, Ben, can you stick around after this, please?
Yes.
Allow me to live, and I shall let you all see the souls of the dead.
Ooh, the souls of the dead. Very nice. I will tell you I'm the juggler.
Okay, you can juggle me as that.
Lovely.
One who sees the souls of the dead, that's your juggle.
I shall write that out in full. I hope Ben takes that. That'll be
Would you
worthwhile.
accept that? Would you accept that as a juggle, Ben?
Would I accept what as a juggle?
Poetry.
Crimson juggles Aleo as the one who sees the souls of the dead.
I mean, no, I wouldn't accept that as a juggle.
Okay.
That's having way too much storyteller input.
Alright.
That's a shame.
Cheers, Crimson.
Yeah, I'll let you get your stuff. Thank you.
So,
Thank
doing the
you.
old bluffaroony, are we?
Absolutely. You gave me this twice now, Ben.
Correction, the app gave you this twice.
Do I look like I have a third eye or something?
Or maybe just one eye.
Or maybe just one eye, yeah.
Can you see the souls of the dead with one eye? That sounds quite dangerous, actually. You'd probably be like bumping into lampposts and stuff.
Yeah, you can see the souls of the dead, but there's no depth perception on all of the dead lampposts. Do they have lampposts in the underworld?
Possibly.
I don't know.
You could say there's
Alright,
no depth perception.
You could do that, and if you were on my server, Ben, I would server mute you for saying that. Right, see you.
Bye. Okay, I think we've got to wake everybody up.
With Holly in person all the time, and he went, I put on my best behaviour for Holly.
That's so sweet. Jack was lovely. I love playing with Jack.
What a dumb conversation.
Welcome back,
Something like
everyone.
that.
Welcome
Hello.
back. We've got 11 living players. In a moment, we're going to open nominations, and 6 votes will be required. However, take a minute or two to chat.
And the clockmaker with a 1.
Who said that?
Me, Holly.
Are you offering yourself up as Vortox bait?
Yeah, happy to.
Vortox bait. Vortox bait.
Aleo would like to juggle Madeline through Dakota inclusive as the Vortox.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to juggle Blair, Jackie, Dakota, Crimson, and Alejo all as the Vortox.
Thank you, Madeline.
I would like to juggle Blair as the Vortox, Crimson as the Mathematician, Jackie as the Seamstress, Carly as the Vortox, and Alejo as the Vortox.
Thank you.
Crimson would like to juggle himself as the Savant, Roxy as the Oracle, Madeline as the Artist, and Holly as the Clockmaker.
Thank you.
Patters would like to juggle Holly as the Clockmaker, Roxy as the Sweetheart, and Patters as the Juggler.
Thank you.
Holly would like to juggle. Can someone teach her to juggle?
Just
So you grab 3 balls.
Find some soft balls and just throw them at you.
Yeah, you throw one up in the air.
All right. Nominations are open.
Do we have anything mechanical to go on, or should we just go for Vortox fodder potentially to start off with?
I believe that Blair is evil, so I will nominate Blair.
Again?
This is
Okay.
fine.
Patters
I've
nominates
already-
Blair. That's why.
Blair and another player are not on the same team, is what I've been told.
Okay, Blair.
This is fine. I've already used my ability. I'll tell you about it at some point. I'm not telling you about it for a reason as of right now, but I've already used it, so you can kill me. This is fine.
Okay, 6 votes
Better.
required.
Can we talk tomorrow? Because that information is very interesting.
What?
Who?
Can we talk, Patters, me and you?
Yeah, sure.
Because that info is interesting.
I've just had to allow the phrase "maggot pricks" through on chat. It wasn't in any way offensive. It was completely to do with the game. 6 votes is enough. Blair on the block.
That can only be a certain few people.
Patters, you better not be claiming seamstress, because I'm the seamstress.
You're lying then. Is the only thing I can say.
Oh, spicy.
Patters, are you claiming seamstress?
I have the seamstress ability, correct.
Oh.
Oh. Fuck,
Oh.
Okay.
Huh?
I nominate Patters.
Alejo nominates Patters. Tell us why, Alejo.
If Patters is the Philo with the seamstress ability, then it might be a good idea to let the actual seamstress do their thing.
I am not the Philo with the seamstress ability. I am the seamstress. Alejo often double claims me in these games in order to frustrate me, which I believe is what is happening now. Please do not execute me for being the seamstress.
Okay, we've got 6 votes on Blair, 7 required if you wish to put Patters on the block.
Yeah, Patters, we really need to talk tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm curious as well, but I'm assuming you won't let me
Reasonable
join in that conversation.
You're welcome to join Blair.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Any other nominations? Pulling it in 5 then. Okay, Blair is executed and dies, and everybody
Ow.
goes to sleep. To your
Blech.
cottages.
Sad day.
You will be missed.
Oh,
I don't believe that.
the bot is struggling.
The way you said it.
There we go. Alright, beautiful. Okay, so that was an interesting day. It was a fairly balanced today, I think we'll all agree. Right, this is going to get interesting now. We've still got a poisoned maggot who has not used his seamstress ability. We've got a poisoned oracle who I think will probably tell the truth to. Or maybe not, actually. It depends if we're going to try and sell the Vortox world or not. But before we do any of that, we need to head on over to Patters and see who he picks. Hello, Patters.
Hello.
Who would you like to curse?
Ooh. Holly.
Holly. Where are we, Holly? There we are. Okay, Holly it is. Thank you. Okay, someone's asking, did the demon vote? No, they did not. As far as I'm aware. I've checked the vote history. Okay, right. We are now over to Dakota, who gets to change someone into a new character. I did clear my vote history, but I cleared it after vote number 1, and I checked to see if Collie had voted in vote number 1, and they didn't. So we're all good. Right, Dakota. Hello, Dakota.
I think I'm in a hard claim with one of my minions, and I hate it here. I'm hoping Theranovus, or Patterns is a Theranovus. If not, I'm going to Theranovus myself. I think I want to Theranovus Carly to the Vortox, but not today, because I don't think I know Carly isn't the Vortox, the player is telling the truth. So therefore, I'm going to try to cause chaos if I'm able to. So I am going to turn. Why the fuck not? I'm gonna turn Madeline into the Snake Charmer because she wants to be the Snake Charmer so bad.
Okay, I like it.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, that is a beautiful. Be careful what you wish for scenario. Is this what you wanted? Okay, let's go tell Madeline.
Hello.
Hi, Madeline. So, out of curiosity, what do you think I'm going to say to you?
I didn't pay attention yesterday. I had a dog to look after, but I'm gonna think you're gonna give me a yes, or you're gonna tell me that Sarah picked me.
I'm going to tell you neither of those things, actually, Madeline. I'm going to tell you the only other thing that I could tell you, and it's, you are the Snake Charmer, you are good.
Thank you, Pit Hag! Oh, yes, yes.
Got a very benevolent Pit Hag there. Unfortunately, you won't be waking tonight, though, because you're too early in the night order. But I'll hopefully see you tomorrow night for a choice.
Alright, let's go.
Well, she's happy. She's happy, I'm happy. As long as everyone's having fun. Right, it's now time for the Moida, so let's go see who Carly picks. Alright, Carly, who would you like to attack tonight?
Okay, so I was told that, and then I also talked to Jackie, and a philosopher would be a nice snap, but I'd also rather basically make a philosopher drunk if possible later and keep them around. I don't want to go straight for Alejo next to Powders. I'm gonna let's hit Crimson and kind of work our way around covertly. Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
I don't know. All right.
Yes! Come on! Content! Alright. Oh god, this is so good. Okay. I need to calm down a moment. Getting a little overexcited here. Right, so here's the question. We've got to lie, right? We've got to lie. We could tell the truth, but and then if they really think it's a Vortox world, they know that those two people aren't the demon, but that's far too risky. So we're gonna lie. And I think we're gonna say either Madeline or Roxy. Because Madeline is gonna sound like a massive liar if she says she's the Snake Charmer again. And Roxy's gonna refuse to say anything. So we'll tell Crimson, Madeline or Roxy is the demon. Crimson.
Hello.
You have achieved that rarest of things. A Night 2 Sage Death.
No way. I don't believe you.
No, legit. So I'm going to make this very simple for you. There's two neighbours. One of them is the demon. They are Madeline and Roxy.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Beautiful. Okay, right. Where are we off to now? Alejo, who's going to get poisoned info. I reckon when Alejo gets this, and when Crimson finds out that their info is bunk, they will probably think that this is a Vortox game. We're going to go ahead and tell Alejo that there is one dead evil player. Okay, Alejo. You wake up and learn that there is, in fact, one whole dead evil player. Can you hear me? Your mic is lighting up, but I can't hear anything. I'm not sure what's going on there. You might want to restart Discord or something. I'll just assume you've caught all of that. Okay, now we're heading over to Maggot, who could also get poisoned info. Hello, Maggot.
Hi-oh.
Would you like to use it?
I will. I need to pick 2 people to pick. Ugh. Doesn't help it's like 3 people claiming seamstress out there, which... oh dear. I will pick Alejo and Jackie.
Alejo and Jackie, and you learn that no, they are not of the same alignment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You okay now, Alejo?
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Sweet. Yeah, I heard you. I heard
Alright.
you fine.
Cool. Good stuff. Thank you.
Alright, cheers.
Oh my god, imagine if there was a mathematician in this game right now. They would get what, like a 3? They would literally get would they get 3? Yeah, I think they would. That would be some... I don't think I've ever seen a mathematician 3 before. Like a genuine one. Right. I think that's everybody. Just it's always a good idea to have a quick glance around the grimoire before you wake up, because nobody's going to care if you took a bit longer. People are going to care if you screw up. And I'm pretty sure we've done all right here, so let's wake everybody up. Good morning, everybody. I'm afraid the town square is painted a particular shade of crimson today.
Hey.
That's unfortunate.
Patters and then Blair.
Crimson, should we chat?
Ben, can I talk to you?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
lead the way.
I thought Blair was coming with us.
What are you, Roxy?
Holly, can we chat?
Hello.
Hello.
So I had you're talking about Philo Snake Charmers in the last game.
Mhm.
I had a Philo Snake Charming story from a game not too long ago, where the demon, the Fangu, decided to switch themselves with the good Snake Charmer after a barber was executed because the Snake Charmer was outed, with the intent of Snake Charming themselves back into being the good imp and then kill themselves, only to be thwarted by a Philo Snake Charmer.
Oh my god, that would have been so good if it came off.
It would.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but the good Fangu was then snake charmed by the Philo Snake Charmer, who then killed themselves in the night, much to the confusion of the starting demon and everyone else.
Amazing. I'm
All right,
assuming this is to kill a bit of time while you bluff.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And that's probably long enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Fangu, it's possible it's you. But then where's the other 2 outsiders, I suppose?
This is true. It's not me.
Could be poisoned by Nodashi. Could be a Vortox. And I've just been given 2 good players, potentially.
Yeah. But then once we've worked that out, that's useful to know, isn't it? Because then you've ruled off 2 people.
This be true.
And depending how far we get, that could be very useful information.
Could indeed.
Cool. Let's try and work out what demon it is.
That's what you've got, Madeline. I will make sure I take notes. I'll take notes for. So what? We'll both have notes. How about that?
Thank you so much for having my back here.
It's okay. If you have a barking dog, I do not have a dog in this room. I just have lots of Pokemon plushies, so I will make notes. They will not interrupt me.
Thank you so much.
It's okay. Should we head back to town square?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Hi!
I lied to you yesterday.
You lied to me!
Yeah, but I'm willing to tell you my real role because I trust you.
Okay.
I am the seamstress. I haven't used it yet. Do you have any ideas on who I should pick in a couple days if I last?
Interesting. Trigger game, choose 2 players. You learn if they're the same alignment.
I am
So,
going to try to last as long as possible, as we talked about yesterday, the whole erotic asphyxiation style, but...
yeah. So, I'm very curious. Well, I don't really trust Alejo at the moment.
Why?
Because they're claiming that they've basically said, unless there's a Vortox game, they knew that either I'm evil or Crimson's evil.
they're probably claiming seamstress.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
No, actually, Oracle's good.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
No, but the way they said it, I think, was very much like, you learn if they're the same alignment. Very seamstressy.
Well, I
so
will say that.
Yeah.
I am the seamstress, so I don't know if that's a Sarah Novus play, but I am the seamstress.
Okay. Do you mind me saying that I'm the artist to everyone then?
Yeah,
is that okay? Because I didn't want to, like, out you. Okay, cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm happy to say if you want, you could dreamt me as my role. I don't know if saying I'm the sage is maybe... I don't know.
Right. I've dreamt someone or I'm going to use it tonight, so then I'll dream you tonight in theory. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. Oh, but I don't normally do it night one, and I was like, let's be ballsy. What's the worst that could happen? You drunk your buddies. That's what happens.
The one time people should do Philo Snake Charmer, but you know.
No, not me. Not ever.
I know that's not what you're like, really, Jackie, but...
Carly, you want to talk?
Yeah, let's do it.
No! There will be no talk outside of Town Square, because you've got a minute and then we'll open nominations.
Can I claim Philosopher Juggler?
Oh, Madeline.
I bring glad tidings. The storyteller told me one evil is dead.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Can I tell everyone who I am now? Because there was a reason for yesterday, which is why I didn't say it right away. But I'm the artist. I used my power straight away, which is why I asked to talk to Ben, like, the second the game started. And I asked if Jackie, Dakota, Crimson, Alejo, or Patters were the demon, and I got a no. So if we're not in a Vortox game, then Holly, Malin, Roxy, Maggot, and Carly are... one of them is the demon.
Well, I would like to throw some information on top of that. I am your actual seamstress, not what nonsense was going on yesterday. I was quite concerned about it. I used it last night on Alejo or Jackie and got a no. So if we're believing this is a Vortox game, which I kind of think it is from the information I'm aware of, then I don't know who to push on. But if it's not a Vortox game, and we're believing what Alejo's saying, then Jackie's the kill.
How many seamstresses do we have?
3. 1, me.
2.
Okay, well, 1 me.
I'm so confused.
Wait, one me.
Oh my god, let's open up a textile factory. We're inundated with seamstresses.
So many people have claimed seamstress to me.
It's a merch.
It's like the time we had 5 fortune tellers.
Patters will nominate Madeline.
I'll go ahead and say nominations are open. So Patters nominates Madeline. Tell us why.
I'm the seamstress. Between Blair and Madeline, there is an evil player. I would like it if we could execute Madeline today. I told Jackie in my first conversation that I was a seamstress. So I don't think Jackie's the right kill.
Okay, Madeline.
I like living, so I'm gonna pursue that dream of mine.
All right, 5 votes required today. Here we go.
I'm so confused.
I know who I'm nominating today. don't think this is the best kill.
This isn't information to follow, guys.
There's
It's not even
nothing going on.
legitimate.
To Madeline, it's very
It's not
sketchy.
information
Most
that we
sketchy.
can follow.
Madeline
Alejo nominates Jackie.
Alejo nominates Jackie. Tell us why.
If this is a Vortox game, and I believe it is because I have an Oracle 1 of Blair, who was happy to die yesterday in Crimson, who could be a minion, could be... But if you're a minion, then I'm potentially poisoned. Could be a Fangu jumped. But in any case, if it's a Vortox game, Jackie is the most likely demon candidate off Blair's info and the fact that Kota and Patters are both claiming the same character. Obviously, either of those two players may well be the demon intentionally getting into a double claim, but Occam's razor, Jackie's the demon.
Okay, Jackie?
I am not the demon. If we need to kill me to close off a worldview, that's fine, but can we do it tomorrow? Because I'd like to get some information tonight.
Okay. We've got 5 on Madeline. That means 6 required if you wish to put Jackie on the block. There we go.
Alejo, if you're believing that Jackie's a demon, if my information is correct, that makes you evil as well.
I don't think you're the seamstress, Maggot.
Yeah, Jackie.
Well, you do it me.
Where are you in their ghost
This is not
vote?
good. This is not good.
Oh,
No, this
Where?
is
Oh my ghost vote! Oh god, I forgot.
6
Thank
is
you for
enough.
pointing
What
that
was
out.
that?
6 is enough. Jackie on the block.
I'm going to say something. I am backing down from the double claim. I am not the seamstress. I have
What?
reasons. I will explain. Blair, if you want to talk tomorrow, I'll explain why I did what I did, but I am not the seamstress.
I'm so confused.
I, however, am.
That is big
Any other nominations?
I don't think
I
there's
would,
a
I would
seamstress in this
get Jackie
fucking
off the
game.
block, but I can't because.
right. I don't
Holly-
think we're going to get the votes to get me off the block, which is fine.
This
is what I get.
Let's try. Holly nominates Maggot.
Holly nominates Maggot. And dies. Holly, tell us why.
Oh,
For
God.
God's sake.
Because we've got more than one seamstress. I think Maggot said that they've already used their information. Let's get Maggot, not Jackie. There we go. That's
Okay.
it. Eloquent.
Maggots.
Whilst it does make sense of what is essentially a disposable person, if my information is correct and I'm believing Alejo's good, then Jackie is evil and we should kill Jackie instead of a good player.
Okay. We've got 6 on Jackie. That means 7 required if you want to put Maggot on the block. Ba-ba-boom.
Mags, I am also a good player.
Yeah, Jackie's not a great kill, but I think
What
we're too late.
what do we think we're going to get the votes?
No.
3's not enough.
I'm
Jackie's
the
on block.
mutant.
What?
I'm the mutant.
What?
I thought you were the sweetheart.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not being executed, and it's really sad.
Thanks for trying.
I tried, Jackie. I tried.
Oh dear.
Okay, final call.
Roxy nominates Roxy.
Roxy, tell us why you've nominated yourself.
Because I'm the mutant, so I should die. So
Roxy
yeah, I
is
did claim to
immediately
be the
executed and
Yay!
dies.
Thank you, Ben.
Everybody goes to sleep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was never not going to do that. I just really wanted to. I really wanted this to sweat for a minute. Okay, so Jackie survived. Now, what's going to be interesting is, will the evil team kill Jackie based on her claim that she is super duper powerful? I guess we'll see. Alright, let's wake some people up. So first things first, we're heading on over to Madeline. We could do something very interesting right now.
Hello.
Hello, Madeline. Who are you going to pick?
I'm gonna pick Dakota.
Dakota it is, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, Patters. Got a successful curse yesterday. Can you make it 2 for 2? Who's it going to be?
Well, I could absolutely make it a 2 for 2, but it would mean cursing myself. That would make me look good, and I could nominate Maggot and get Maggot killed as well. Is it worth it? That is the question.
Well, yeah, that is the question. I mean, we're into the sort of mid-game now.
Let's go Alejo.
Alejo it is. Thank you. Okay, Dakota. Who would you like to pit hag tonight?
I don't have a bluff anymore. I'm just fucking flying off the seat of my pants. Let's go Madeline as the barber and hope Patters told Carly to kill Madeline.
Okay, Madeline is the barber it is, thank you.
Everyone's an outsider.
Hi, Madeline.
Yeah?
As you're no doubt aware, the economy at the moment, the job market is very employee-oriented. People can jump ship quite often, so you'll be pleased to know that your career has changed once again, and you are now going to be cutting hair for a living because you are the barber.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go. This is too good.
All right.
Well,
good luck. Hi, Carly.
Hello.
Who would you like to kill tonight?
Oh man, oh man. It's really down to it. Nervous about Jackie. Maybe Alejo now feels like a natural kill. I think I'm gonna go there.
Okay, Alejo it is.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's a shame. That was not the choice, but at least it wasn't Jackie, which would have been potentially disastrous at this point. Okay, so we've got Madeline's not dead, so we don't do anything there. Jackie's not dead, so we don't do anything there. Alejo is dead, so we don't do anything there. And this was naughty of me. I forgot to make the notes. The seamstress has used their ability, so we don't do anything there. That's the entire night phase. We now just go wake folks up. Let's do it. Good morning, everybody. I'm afraid it has not been a great night for Alejo. In fact, it was quite a deadly night for them because they are dead.
Carly, can we actually get that chat? Blair, can I talk to you after?
Yeah. I'm curious about the seamstress thing, but we can wait. What?
Oh, I just want to say, hey guys, our other minion was Pit Hag. They've been giving me 2 makeovers in a row. I started out the game as the flower girl. It was honest that I wasn't paying quite attention because of the dog. Then I got transformed into the snake charmer, and now I'm the barber.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna die tonight, Madeline.
I don't care.
Maggot, can we talk?
Yeah, okay.
Also, Dakota's not the demon.
Oh, Madeline.
I just don't want to push on your information.
Okay. I'm not here to tell you there's a Serenovus in play.
That's totally fine.
I'm here to ask you to stop claiming my role.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to, but I'm happy to be sitting in the situation we're sitting in.
Are you something else?
Nope.
Are you mad?
Nope.
I'm so confused. Alright. Well, I'm definitely gonna choose Madeline today.
Yeah, that's totally fine. That's not a problem.
Okay. Because I don't think there is a pit hag in play, because I think you must be Serenovus bad.
I'll let you live in that world. It's fine.
I hate this.
Yeah.
How am I getting condescended to by the player who's Serenovus mad? This is awful. Alright. Thank you very much, Mag.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Patter, I don't know if you noticed what he was doing there, but Patters is trying to act as though he's Serenovus mad by asking Maggot if he's Serenovus mad. Thus, Maggot will, hopefully, believe that Patters is in fact Serenovus mad. I don't know if you picked up on that or not, but it's, yeah, if it works, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool play.
2 bluffs are not What buff are
It
you
was
taking?
Dreamer and Snake Charmer, and Snake Charmer has now been kind of said to be a part of the Pit Haggery, if you would. That's my only concern with that plan, is that it'll be a bumble at the end. I like it. I love a good Pit Hag Demon swap, but I'm not sure if it's viable, and Patterns doesn't necessarily have backing right now.
I feel like I'm gonna do Sage.
All right.
And
Cool.
I think my thing is, I think I'm gonna try to be minion at best. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alive with me. We kill today. That's 5 alive. I do my pit hack tonight. I think we can pull this off if you're okay with it. Obviously, you're the demon. I don't want to do things out your.
And obviously, if we talked, I was the town crier. I'm confusingly still getting no's for nominations. That's all I'm really going with right now.
All right, cool.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, one. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yup. Oh.
Well,
yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I mean, good evening. I mean, I don't know. What time of day is this in the lore of this world? Let's just say dinner time. It's dinner time, everyone. I'm just going to go ahead and say nominations are open.
Madeline nominates Jackie.
Madeline.
Oh, Madeline was in there first. Madeline nominates who? Jackie?
Yes.
Okay, tell us why, Madeline.
Through my industrious career, starting with flowers, then snakes, and then now barbers, I've heard that Jackie is a potential demon candidate. I snake charmed Dakota, who was a Vortox candidate, and it leaves just you and someone else. And I would like to take care of this because I am right now I was a safe person to nominate. Well, to be the nominator, so to speak, since, it's gonna happen. Point is, let's get this taken care of, shall we?
Okay, Jackie?
I'm a philosopher. If I need to be taken care of, go ahead and vote me.
All right, 3 required. Yeah.
Do we like this?
I like this.
Okay.
I like this.
Oh, I'm so confused. But I feel like there's a Vortox.
Are we trusting Madeline here?
I trust all of those claims more than I don't know. I'm not
Reasonable.
sure. It was suspicious. Yeah.
Pattis nominates Madeline.
Tell us why.
So we've had evidence of a witch, and I know that Maggot is Serenovus mad because they're not the mutant, and they are claimed to have the same role as me. To be hacked into the snake charmer then into the barber is a bit weird. But if Madeline is the barber, the demon's going to kill them tonight anyway. And if Madeline's not the barber, they're probably evil. So I think we should probably just kill Madeline now.
Okay, Madeline?
We have a demon candidate on the block for Vortox World, which we are very inclined to believe. If you are voting for this, you're going counterintuitive to this, but then again, play as you wish.
Pertinent information. We've got evidence of witch, evidence of Serenovus. How can there be a pit hag?
Lying
Good.
about Sarah.
Okay, 4 votes required.
Makes sense.
Oh god, who's up?
Is there a world where Maggot is evil? Is that a world?
Yeah.
If it's not a Vortox game,
Falls enough.
then it is either Madeline or Maggot.
Any other
So,
nominations
okay.
today? Sorry, go for it, Blair.
No, I'm just wondering. So, what is making us inclined to believe that this is a Vortox game?
I've got a Seamstress No on 2 supposedly good players, and Oracle 1 early in the game.
I'm an ongoing information ability that's been getting consistent information that doesn't seem reliable as well. That's why I've been trying to ask about it.
Okay.
Either, from my perspective, either it is a Vortox game or Blair or Crimson are evil because I'm an Oracle who got a 1. I could be a Vigor killed minion. I can't be a Fangu jumped demon. Unless no, I can't be a Fangu jumped demon.
Alejo, you can't be a Vigor killed minion.
Is there another outsider? Because if there isn't, it's not a Vigor.
We've got a confirmed mutant, therefore it can't be Vigor.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I can't be I have to be good. Like,
The
I
only
mechanically
way
have
that
to
your
be good.
information can be incorrect on Ahab is it's not Fortox, is it's Patters, is no Dashi.
Yep.
Final call.
Says
Calling it in 5.
So we think it's Serenovus, and we think it's which?
we know it's
We should
Witch.
Madeline
execute Jackie tomorrow.
is executed and dies. And congratulations, nobody. Everyone goes to sleep.
Alright.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be a photo finish with all 3 evils still alive. Oh, okay, right. I don't want to drop any spoilers, but it reminds me of a recent game that had some of these players in it. Right, let's go and wake up Patters. Hi, Patters.
Hello.
This could be a game-determining decision right now.
I'm trying a hard signal to Carly in the chat. We should execute Jackie tomorrow. I think the demon will keep Jackie alive. Curse Jackie.
You're gonna curse Jackie, lovely.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. Dakota.
Hello.
Who are you gonna do it to?
Okay, so I had a plan. But I'm really hoping Carly barber swapped me and them. Because we could kill Maggot tonight if Carly kills Maggot. And then we kill Jackie tomorrow after we pass. And we just win the game. So I am going to make Blair... No, sorry. I am going to make Madeline... No, shit. I'm gonna make Madeline the barber.
Okay, thank you, Dakota.
You're welcome.
Okay, sensible choice there. That's essentially Dakota choosing not to use their ability to leave open the possibility that Madeline was lying all along, because Madeline is the only person who claims to have any evidence that there's a pit hag in play. So by selecting someone that she knows is not in play, she's essentially concealed the existence of the pit hag. Smart move. Let's go see who Carly kills, because this master plan that Patters and Dakotas have relies on Carly making the right choice here. Hi, Carly.
Hello.
Who would you like to kill?
All right. Let's go. I think they're gonna double down on Jackie. I think it's gonna be okay. Let's go Maggot.
Okay, Maggot it
And then I have
is.
Potters to hopefully seal that deal.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Hi.
Yes. So, that has probably won them the game there. In fact, it almost certainly has won them the game. Unless Jackie nominates the demon today, dies, and then gets enough votes on the demon, Evil will have guaranteed won the game. Just have a quick glance around here. Yep, we're all good. Okay, let's wake everybody up. Here we are. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm afraid that Maggot is with the maggots now. Died in the night.
My family!
All players alive, guys. Good luck.
You were one of the seamstress claims, right? And you're sticking by that?
I am the legitimate seamstress, yes.
Okay, so the world where we have one living
2
good...
seconds, everyone, sorry. I made a slight error. I'm just going to put you all back to sleep.
Oh no.
Night.
It's all good. I think we'll probably get away with this. Forgot to do the barber swap. My apologies, Carly. Please change 2 players.
Yeah. Okay,
By the way, this is a
just-
May, Charlie. Charlie? Fucking hell. Yeah, Charles, this is a May. You may swap 2 players. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Honestly, I'm not going to. I'm not going to validate that. Yeah.
Okay, alright, fantastic. Thank you.
Great.
Alright. As you were, everyone.
The world for me, where we have at least one, where we have 3 evils alive, has Kali as the starting Nodashi, poisoning maggots, information, and my information. Which means that Jackie will be evil with Maggot getting correct info with Patters and probably Jackie, but also potentially Dakota as a minion. If otherwise, Patters, Kota, and Jackie are all valid Vortox candidates with pretty much anyone as the last good player. But that's the lead.
I'll also state there is also a world of Alejo where if Blair is evil, I'm not saying Blair is evil, right? Because I socially trust Blair. But if there's a world where Blair is evil or Crimson is a bigger killed minion, in which case there is no Vortox. Okay.
I'm inclined to think Vortox because
We've got a public mutant.
It's not a vigor. My only issue is if it is 3 evils alive, good have lost anyway because the witch will have cursed a remaining good player.
That's fine. Their nomination still goes through.
Yeah.
So we can win with three evils alive.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I think it's worthwhile just to say who I am at this point and why I'm inclined to think it's a Vortox. One, obviously, as articulated to my own benefit, but I am the town crier and I've just gotten consistent no. So it's not like to me, I've been waiting for someone to tell me that I'm full of it.
There is a world that Patters is no Dashi, but then how do we explain my information unless Jackie and Alejo are both good?
Can we do like a round robin or something, maybe?
It can be.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Would you like me to administer this round robin?
Yes, please.
I will, but first of all, I'd like to go on record as saying that I really dislike that it's called round robin, because round robin is a tournament format. When you play in a league. This isn't a round robin. It doesn't make any sense why it's called that. But anyway, this round robin. Jackie, you're up first.
I am a philosopher who night 1 philoed into the sage.
Okay.
Oh shit. Well, I'm the sage. Fuck. I've been playing this whole game.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Crimson.
Lies, because I'm the actual sage. Who was then he was philo drunk from Jackie, so.
Okay. Alejo, what kind of sage were you?
I was the sage that learns if sages were actually good or not after they die, and I learned that either Blair or Crimson was evil.
Okay. Patters?
Seamstress, Blair, Madeline, not on the same team.
Carly?
I'm the sage that just cries, and it's always been no.
Maggot?
The sage that cried sage and is claiming seamstress, who's got a no on Alejo and Jackie.
Okay, Roxy?
I am the publicly executed mutated sage.
Okay, Madeline?
I'm this industrious sage who starts out selling flowers, then starts training snakes, and then gives out haircuts.
Okay, Holly?
Been burning sage to keep track of the time, and I got a 1 at the beginning.
Okay, Blair?
I'm just the kind of sage who wanted to do art and then found out that there was a demon on one side of me and I got scared and died.
That's your round robin. I'm going to go ahead and say nominations are open.
A worldview's just popped into my head. I wonder if it's legitimate or not. The Clockmaker 1 on Carly and Patters. Patters no Dashi poison travelling through to me and Alejo. And we've got Jackie as a minion? Question mark?
Yeah.
Patters can't be a starting Nodashi. That doesn't work with Blair's info.
Right.
Because Blair asked if Patters was the demon and got a no.
I got no. Well, I mean, yes, technically yes, but my question included that entire half. But yes.
Could Patters be the starting Vortox? And that works everything.
Yes. That is also a possibility.
Here is what I'll say. Are nominations open?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Blair
I just wanted to take up some time, sorry.
Blair has to be good.
Roxy, there's a reason why I don't trust Patters. Let's leave it at that, shall we?
Is it because Patters just claimed to be deliberately taking up time?
Maybe.
There is a world where there's no Serenovas at all. When Madeline's story being Pit Hag every day is true, and it's just Pit Hag witch as Patters is lying out of his ass.
Dakota nominates Patters.
Dakota nominates Patters. Tell us why.
I am sticking to my claim of Sage. However, I know for a fact that Patters is lying. I think Patters is the Vortox. I think Carly is a minion. I mean, they could be good with the Vortox. I think they're a minion, and I think Jackie is a minion. So I'm gonna vote for Patters. I think Patters is probably the best Vortox that we have.
Okay,
Are we going to
Patters.
kill today? Do we have to kill?
If we have 3 alive, yes, we have to kill.
There's 4 alive, but Patters, your defense?
It's a Vortox.
Sorry, 3 evils. I mean, rather.
I'm not the demon.
Okay, just 2 required today. Okay.
Will Crimson just be a jump Fango? Does that work?
What's the point?
Was Carly
No.
part of Blair's artist quest?
Roxy, I cannot tell you.
Carly was not involved in that.
Oh, okay.
So if
Two
it's
is enough?
not a Vortox game, then Carly's the only one left who could be the demon.
Yeah,
Second
you're
call for
right.
nominations.
Then Carly
nominates
Nadashi,
Dakota.
Patter's minion.
Patters nominates Dakota. Tell us why.
We will lose the game if you execute me.
Okay, Dakota.
Roxy, I can't tell you why. I just
No, it's yeah, I get it. It's fine.
okay. I mean, it's not me.
Yeah, no. I get what you were trying to say. That's fine.
Okay.
Anything else to add,
How many
Dakota?
are on Patters? How many are on Patters?
2.
2. Fine. This is fine.
Okay, 3 votes required.
I think it has.
Oh, what?
I don't think we have any way
What
to
the
tell, but
hell's
we just
that?
killed a barber. I think Cota's evil. I think Patters is
Why?
evil, but it could be anyone.
3 is enough. Any other
Coda's evil,
nominations?
but are they even a demon candidate here?
Anyone is a demon candidate. We just killed a barber.
I'm not evil. There's a reason why I'm lying. There's a reason.
Carly and Jackie, would either of you like to nominate?
I think we've lost this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like that's
You
our
have.
best shot.
Oh, Carly.
Final
Carly's
call.
evil.
Carly,
Jackie
what have you
nominates
done to
Carly.
us?
Jackie nominates Carly
Ugh.
and dies. Tell us why, Jackie.
No!
Because I have a good
no.
blue token. I'm voting for this.
Okay.
Oh god.
Carly?
Jesus.
It's not me. I don't know how other to defend myself. I've told people all along, Town Crier. I got to know consistently. I think it's a Vortox world. I just don't know where it is. I'm sorry. I just going off what I can, but it's not me. So that's all I can do.
Oh, it's fucking Patters.
Okay,
Damn it, guys!
We've got 3. We've got 3 on Dakota, so 4 required if you want to put Carly on the block. Here we go.
No!
Holly, Dakota, vote. Vote.
Oh my god.
Wait.
No!
Is it Patters?
It's fucking Patters.
Oh,
Absolutely,
crap.
100%.
Oh my god, it's a tie!
Oh my god.
No one is being
Take it.
executed today.
Damn.
That means that the game is guaranteed to be over.
Oh,
Who's the ending demon?
No one
could it
executed
be?
today. The demon's definitely going to kill someone at night, so I can now confirm. Congratulations go to the evil team, who, as it happened, are the 3 remaining living players.
oh
Congratulations,
my
guys.
god.
Hold it.
Oh, if you'd have put one more hand up for Carly, you would have killed the No Dashi, who had been the No Dashi
Okay.
the
I
entire
told you,
game,
no Dashi! I said it!
thus ensuring
Dakota, you were evil too.
that both Maggot and
Yeah.
Alejo were perma-poisoned. Of course, Maggot's seamstress information was incorrect. Alejo's oracle information was incorrect because they were the 2 nearest neighbouring townsfolk to the No Dashi. Patters was your witch, responsible for multiple deaths. Dakota, the pit hag who only changed Madeline. Interestingly, Madeline died last night as a barber, but Carly elected not to make a swap, which is her right. Crimson, the sage who was made drunk by the philosopher when he died in the night, so I lied and said that either Roxy or Madeline was the demon. That was not true. Roxy, of course, was the mutant who got herself executed, and Jackie was the philosopher who took the sage's ability and did not die for the whole game until today. Blair, the artist, who got correct information when asking if Jackie, Dakota, Crimson, Alejo, or Patters was the demon, I said no. Holly, the clockmaker, got a 1 because Carly and Patters were sat next to each other. And I believe that's covered everyone. The Demon Bluffs were Snake Charmer, Town Crier, and Demon. And thank you very much to all 11 of you for sticking around and playing what I think we can all agree, at least from our perspective, was a pretty entertaining game of Sex and Violence.
I managed to call Nodashi Kali poisoning my own information, and then when she defended us saying, "Oh, I don't know what's going on, guys. I know it's a Vortex, but I don't know where it is," that just solidified it for me. And oh no.
Can I just say, how did I get to Final 3 double claiming everyone? Literally everyone. I did not have a good claim the entire game.
Right, we should.
Right. I am going to have to love you and leave you guys. Thank you very much for sticking around and hanging out with us for the last couple of hours. It's been an absolute blast, and it will continue to be a blast for me, because I'm going to go over to our official channel now and play a game of Blood on the Clocktower, and then I'm going to run a third game after that. You can come and check that out at twitch.tv/thepandemonium Institute. There's a link in chat. I'll hopefully see some of you over there, but I'm now